Hello everyone, good evening or good afternoon. I just wanted to do this video because I just wanted to shed light on what's been happening with me, the improvements, what led to this, what led to me using the oxygen to breathe. And so this video, I guess, I hope it reaches out to everybody, and everybody who's been asking me what happened to you. Some people are just finding out, some people found out a month ago, but to those who are just finding out, this video just really explains what's been happening to me. I feel better right now, and I'm actually glad I'm doing this now, because I did the first one and to be honest, I wasn't feeling good. Now I'm feeling better. So the whole thing started in September when I started coughing blood. It started as a cough, actually, just a regular cough. Then I thought it was going to go away. Then more into September, it wasn't going away. By the time we got to October, I was coughing blood. So it scared me, but I was like, I'll go to the hospital later, you know. And I ended up going to the hospital. I just woke up one day, I'm like, I'm going in. Then so I got there. They did some tests, and they ended up seeing that I had something, lymph nodes in my lungs, and so they said, I think that's what's causing you to cough blood. So they booked in an appointment with the lung doctor, and that was early October. So the appointment was supposed to happen in early November. But at that same time, I started also coughing out. I started actually not coughing, I started throwing out blood. My stomach just started like giving me some abdominal pains that were crazy. So the story about the abdominal pains is that I've had these pains for 11 years. And all 11 years, you know, I've gone to the ER so many times, and so many times I've been sent home saying, it's just pains. And I tried to see a lot of doctors, different doctors, but nobody really found out what it was. So that's, you know, it got to the point where it was scary, and also I was getting mad, like, how come nobody finds anything, right? But it is what it is right now. So the whole problem, we can say, started 11 years ago, but we don't know for sure, right? So, but when I went to the hospital, I was sent home, I believe 4 times. Then I ended up saying, you know what, let me just change the ER I'm going to. Went to another ER, and the doctor over there is like, I saw your chart, it's 11 years of having the same problem, like the stomach problem. The coughing is new, but the stomach has been there for 11 years. So I was pushed to do more tests, and before you know it, I was transferred to another hospital, and they did a test, the endoscopy. Went to the endoscopy, they did a test, so they ended up putting a camera, gastroscopy, they say, they ended up putting a camera inside of me, and they found out I had an ulcer. But when they found out that I had an ulcer, the doctor said we took some biopsies to just check, because it's been 11 years, so we just to check it. So they took biopsies, and those biopsies came back 3 days later, and then they told me I had cancer. I had a big tumor in my stomach, and probably that's what's been causing me to throw up all these years. But it was big news to swallow, but they didn't forget about the lungs, because I had a specialist appointment, right? But after finding out I had cancer with one tumor, I spoke to a surgeon. He said, so basically what we'll just do is we'll cut you open, remove the tumor, and life goes on. Probably you have to go on without a stomach. And I was like, okay. Like, but you might have to go through radiation or chemo first. And I was like, okay. And before that doctor left, the surgeon left, he said, you know what, let me do my own diagnosis. So he scheduled another session where I had to go through pretty much surgery, and I had to do an x-ray of the stomach. So upon doing that, he found out I had 4 more tumors right? So yeah, that was another big blow, to know that not only do I have one tumor, I have 4 more, and they're big. One being the biggest one being 10 centimeters by 15 centimeters. So it's on my chest wall right here. You know, yeah, that's a big tumor. 10 centimeters by 15. That's big. And the other one, I have one right here, then one here, then one close to my groin. Then I have another one right by my trachea. Then my lungs, they have lymph nodes around them, and not to, that really scared me, but I knew that being scared at that moment is not going to do me any good. I took the news, shared it with my wife, shared it with my mother. It was big to swallow, shared it with my whole family, but I kept on. From that moment, I said, you know what, I have to fight for my life right now, because that's when they told me, you do have stage 4 cancer. It is spread throughout your abdomen. So yeah, it's unfortunately it's incurable, but that doesn't mean we cannot fight. So the reason I'm really doing this video is like, I've gone through so much. If those who know me, I've had these stomach problems for years. I'll call somebody and say I'm sick. They'll be like, oh, your stomach again? Well, that stomach ended up meaning that I had tumors in my stomach, so they've been growing. You cannot have something that just grows 10 centimeters by 15 centimeters overnight. So it means I've pretty much been living with this for a number of years. I don't know whether it's 1 year, 2 months, or whatever. Yeah. So when I did the first video, I was at the hospital, and at that point I was really mad when I did the video, I'm not gonna lie, because I said this could have been caught earlier on, but they say God's timing is always the right time. So there's a reason why they didn't catch this earlier. Maybe the earlier would have been better, but right now here we are. I stayed in the hospital for 3 weeks and got out in November. I've been home. This is my 3rd week being home now, and I can tell you this, I feel better than the way I felt in October when I got admitted. I think I got admitted 20 October, and by the 23rd I knew I had all these things happening with me. The biggest scary when all this was happening, I also ended up having a blood clot in my lung. That made my lung to collapse, and that alone almost took my life. But I'm still here by the grace of God, and we go through this. It's a test of faith, and I can tell you that my faith has never been better since I found out what's been happening with me. And it's a lot. There's a lot going on with me, but as I'm doing this video, trust me, if you had seen me 3 weeks ago, you won't like how I looked. I am here today to say, you know what, no matter what you're going through, no matter, everybody has their own issues. So my issue is my stomach and my lungs. They have cancer, both of them. And I'll beat this, I'll fight this, and I'll be doing more videos, but this is just to catch up people. I am okay, and I just want to thank everybody who's been sending me messages, everybody who's helped emotionally, financially, and spiritually. I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. It's crazy how a text message can lift me up. It's crazy how a phone call can just lift me up. And thank you so much. Thank you to the Zimbabwean community at large. Thank you to the African community. Everyone, like I say, I've gotten messages from some people I had lost contact with. And do not feel sorry or sympathize, please. What you're doing, the prayers, the thoughts, they're not going unheard. we are all in this together. I'll be doing more videos, but I really want to thank everybody for their support. Yeah, so my story is simple. I do have stage 4 cancer, and we're gonna fight it. We're gonna fight it with everything we got. And so more videos are coming explaining what's happening, but this is just a short video I wanted to share with you, like what's been happening in my life. So yeah, the lungs are really giving me a hard time, but everything else is getting better. Thank you.